Hey everybody, welcome to Astronaut Lounge. Poppa Stonks. Today we have DefiGold with us. DefiGold is a utility project that offers passive income through multiple revenue streams. They are getting ready to launch on BSC. With that said, we have Sir Nelson, we've got Perry New. Nelson, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves and a little bit about the project, and we can get rolling from there.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much. My name is Nelson. I've been in the space for quite a long time, doing full-time crypto now for going on almost 3 years. Kind of in the DeFi space. Also have my own business on the side that's kind of a hybrid, that has crypto and traditional marketing services, and also some other different services as well too. But um, DeFi Gold kind of came about with kind of a bunch of us, like friends of ours, some fellow traders. We have, some private trading groups that we've all been in and talked about multiple different avenues for trading and ways that we all earn income. And so that's kind of how it started and then finding ways to share that income with our, communities and things like that. And so that's kind of where we took off. And then adding in the gold aspect that is, still a future thing, is still a plan in the future. That's why we named ourselves DeFi Gold, because we have some connections that would be able to do, some mining and get us into some really cool things. Like we've had connections. Last time I mentioned in here, we had some connections through Bering Sea Gold TV show, and then some of the guys that do gold trading and stuff like that too. So that's me in a nutshell. That's our project in a very, very, very small nutshell. And then, of course, we have our COO, Mickey Crypto. He's in here as well with us. Awesome guy. Perry New, he's kind of our community manager, CEO, boss man, kind of heads all that stuff. I take care of most of the technical, kind of things. I call myself the CTO, but I basically help to manage all the technical side of things, and then also bring in our traders too. And we'll explain some more about what the traders are. And then, of course, we have Mark Cortez in here. Sorry, blank out that last name. We have Mark in here. He's our creative director. My bad, buddy. Luckily, there's a million of those. He'd prefer not to have his full name doxed. He's our creative director. He does our graphic design and stuff like that too. And then we have David in here. He's our consultant for when we start our mining operation for the actual gold, which, like I said, is a future thing. First, we need to, get the business going and stuff. And I would like to share also with you guys our little screenshot, little preview of our platform. If you guys don't mind, I'll share my screen here once we get to that. But real quick, Mickey, if you want to jump on stage real quick and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Mickey Crypto here. I am originally from Florida, being a crypto and metaverse enthusiast for the last 3 years. And man, I'm excited, super excited to be here. And we have a great project that we're going to be presenting today.
Awesome, man. Thank you for coming.
Perry, do you want to introduce yourself, sir?
Hi guys, I'm Perry. Always have to talk about myself, but been in crypto a while now. I'm from the UK, and that's pretty much it about myself, really.
Simple man, simple man.
He's a simple man with a gorgeous, wonderful beard, which is right there.
You do like that beard, don't you?
I'm a beard guy, it's kind of my fetish. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh, man, I don't know. I think I see another gorgeous beard in here. We got Dane in here, so I don't know. It might be a tough competition.
Is that Dane from Brothers Marketing?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Oh, not brothers, Blockchain Brothers Marketing.
Blockchain Brothers. There you go. Nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's from Squid Grow. I see that on his thing there. That's cool. That's where I've seen him before. There we go.
There we go.
Yes.
Yep.
Happy to be here and about you guys.
Yeah, man. Thanks. I appreciate you tuning in. So, real quick, I'm gonna share my screen. I just gotta click this little video button down here, right? No, that didn't
Yeah.
work. Hold
You
on.
had it up for a second.
Yeah, that was just sharing my camera, which is not turned on right now. So there we go. All right. So this is, of course, our website here. Yeah, I head the web design part of our project as well too. So our website, it looks good. If you guys come up here on the desktop version, hover over these, it has some of the aspects of our project, of course, and all the links to our stuff is listed here. And then down here is some of our why you would want to choose us, of course, and then Bitfund, which is which is our platform that we're building. So has some information on that as well too. So go ahead and take a peek at our website if you guys have time. And if you have some ideas, we're always open to hearing from our community as well too. If you contact us right here, we're going to be doing some actual kind of like a bug bounty, but more so like if someone has great ideas, we end up implementing them and it drives revenue, then that person will be able to generate some profit from that as well too. So that is that in a nutshell there. Our white paper, we call it our gold paper just because it's fun, is all listed right here. The main portion of this that I want to go to right now is our Bitfund, right? So Bitfund being our main utility that we're going to be launching first is all shown right here. Basically what it is, it's for lack of a better term, a staking pool. We're calling it a trading pool, but it's a staking pool, and it's actually for BNB. Now, the only way to access this is going to be for DefiGold holders, which is our token, our DefiGold. So you'll have to hold a set amount. Currently, we have the preset amount at about 100,000 DefiGold tokens. We haven't launched the token yet. We pulled off of the Ethereum blockchain. We're relaunching on the Binance blockchain right now. 100,000 DefiGold is equivalent to somewhere around $50, $50 to $100, somewhere around there, if I remember right. But so it's pretty inexpensive to be able to get on there. But the platform is pretty foolproof. And what it does is if you stake your BNB on there, and there's no locking period, you don't have to lock it for a certain amount of time or anything like that because we don't want to get into that kind of legality. There is a waiting period, of course, to get your money out, obviously, because we have to pull it off of our trade and then put it back into your wallet. But every single day, you'll be able to get profits from our traders. And your vault it was called the Vault. Our first name, we actually were going to call it the ARM Vault. So this is actually the platform right here. We're still in the process of redesigning everything. Our main developer is not working off of this page anymore because we have updated our name to the Bitfund, but we're adding a whole bunch of features onto it as well too. Right now, this is the whole our beta version, our very very light one, has a calculator on here, and then for bonuses as well. So this right here, once you put in your BNB, you'll be able to pull out some daily rewards. APY wise, I'm guessing it's, don't quote me on this. I'm going to say we're going to start right around 35% APY, not daily 35%. It wouldn't make any sense. But we're aiming to get up to that 1 to 2% daily profit share to every one of the holders in here. We can't guarantee that yet because we're still establishing our traders. So at the beginning, it's going to be launched with somewhere around like a 0.5% on a daily basis. And then you can automatically compound that or remove your rewards on a daily basis. So it'll show in here your wallet balance, how much BNB you have, your DefiGold as well. Now the DefiGold, the DefiGold tokens, having them in here and being able to use our platform means that you'll be able to come in here, and even if you don't have BNB, you'll be able to pull daily bonuses for your DefiGold as well too. So we're going to start out with a 10% APY auto staking reward system. So if you're holding our DefiGold token, you'll be able to log in here and claim every single day a certain amount of DefiGold tokens that are allocated to your wallet address, which is a percentage based on your holdings. So those are automatically set aside right from launch, and there's no locking period. You don't have to stake your tokens anywhere. You just get rewarded just for holding the tokens and utilizing our platform. And those rewards will all be calculated here. You'll be able to use our profit calculator down below as well. And then you'll have some bonuses on here too, that we're going to be issuing some bonuses periodically. So the other features that we have already developed them, our developer is going to be adding them on, is a fiat conversion on this system here. So you'll be able to come in here, and if you don't have BNB, you can buy BNB with fiat from one chain to another. Say if you have Ethereum, you need to get BNB, so you can put it in here. You'll be able to bridge that right in here, and we'll have all that utility right inside of our platform. But again, the only way to be able to use our platform is you have to hold the DefiGold tokens. So it's going to have quite a bit of utility that's already developed. Right now, we're just doing the final touches on the designing and everything for that main for this page as well too. We also, if you notice, our logo did change. It was this one right here. This is the one that I had originally designed, and then we brought in Spermicide Art, which is our, his name. I'll say his name's Mark. There's a million billion Marks in the world, but he's our graphic designer, and he designed our new Bitfund logo, and then also our main DefiGold logo, which is on our website right here as well. But our token is going to have zero tax. So as it says right here, zero taxes on buy and sell. We are audited already with Solidity Finance. We've passed with 100% on that, and I'll show you guys that as well. We've just submitted everything to BSC Scan as well too, to get everything updated with them for our new launch. And then we passed everything on the audit here as well too. Everything passed with 100% score. So and this is our first submission to them as well too. We didn't have to do multiple submissions. So our main developer is doing a great job. He's awesome. So he's based out of China, and he does an amazing job doing things. I've worked with him for quite a while, and I really like the way he does things. So and then of course we have our KYC as well too. I didn't get to that. Our KYC is in the process of being updated. It still has our old logo on it, and then it has the contract address from when we were on the Ethereum blockchain. So they are updating this as well too, but the KYC still stands as still the same, project. But now we actually have our utility built. We are just in the process of getting that out, and so now we're going to be launching our token. We are stealth launching, so we don't want to name an exact time because there's a few factors that we're waiting for. We've submitted everything to Binance Smart, BSC Scan, so that they can update everything as well too prior to launch. And then once that's completed, we're going to submit everything over to CoinMarketCap to make sure that we can get listed on there prior to launch and everything like that. And then we're also looking at utilizing a launch pad as well too, for just the beginning on this stage. So that's us very quickly. And do you have any questions?
All right, yeah, cool. Let me kind of jump in there a little bit. So real quick, let's touch on why did you guys decide to move from ETH to BSC?
Gas fees. So some of our trading bots that we utilize for that platform, were the profit margin, because of the gas fees and because of the type of trading that we've been doing, was minimized by the excessive gas fees on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, we will be still doing some trading on the Ethereum side, but we didn't want our utility platform to be on the Ethereum blockchain because of the gas fees being more expensive. So when someone comes in and they want to claim, their rewards instead of paying, $30 each. Because sometimes people are going to want to come in every single day, even if the math wouldn't make sense and they'd start trying to pull it and their gas fees, they would end up spending more on gas than they would get on rewards if it was a 10% APY base, depending on how much they hold, obviously.
Right.
So having it, having those gas fees cut into the profit margin for not only us, but also our investors and our traders, it just didn't make any sense. So we pulled back off of Ethereum. We notified everybody, our KYC, our audit company, and we told everybody, and we're still doing the airdrops for all the people that we're holding as well too. We notified everyone. Some people sold, some people held. A lot of people are getting airdrops, and so we're still going to be, adhering to what everybody was already holding.
So that migration, it didn't depend on people like sending tokens in or anything. You just took a snapshot and those people are getting migrated, getting airdropped.
We were going to do that, sending the tokens in. We had a few people do that as well too, but it just didn't make any sense. We're just gonna we took a snapshot prior to that, and so we're still gonna send everybody the tokens that they had.
Okay. And so obviously you guys were able to get the get the liquidity out. Did it unlock, or were you just able to drain the liquidity with other tokens that you had?
It was unlocked because we had done a short-term lock period to kind of test the waters and see where we were at and make sure that everything was working how it should, especially with the trading aspect and making sure that, everything was working. And luckily we did that because we had to migrate over to the Binance blockchain.
100%. All right. So what is going to be the initial starting liquidity for the BSC side, for the BSC launch?
Yep, starting liquidity is going to be the same as what the Ethereum blockchain. Starting liquidity is at 10,000, and we're going to be adding in, some additional liquidity here and there as well, because we have some additional funds. And then our starting market cap is going to be right at about 100,000.
Okay, so you're going to start off with about 10% initial LP market cap ratio.
Correct.
Okay. Now let me ask you, what are these bots trading? I know you said people stake BNB, and the bots are going to be trading with that BNB. That's going to be trading in DeFi,
well, not only DeFi. So we also have traders that are doing some margin, leverage, and futures. So we have multiple avenues that are actually going to be used. My trading bots, they primarily focus on the DeFi side. I have mine set up watching the API for CoinMarketCap, and that I have some strict parameters. And what they do for my personal trading is that they'll buy, as soon as something shows up on the CoinMarketCap's API, they'll buy that token and then sell it once it hits my profit margins. So with that, I typically average somewhere around 15 to 20% profit margin, because I don't want to wait until there's a 2x, 3x, all that. I want to take my profits as I go. So that's my personal trading. But yeah, go ahead.
A CMC sniper bot.
Yeah.
I mean that's pretty cool, man. Especially if you get something, or the old days of CMC listings come back, where things would just pump outrageously. But all right, so if they stake this BNB, you're offering, trying to offer about a 35% APY. And what is that going to reward in? Is that going to reward in DefiGold, or is that going to reward
it'll be a BNB?
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So the DApp, like I said, the DApp does do the rewards based on their DefiGold holdings that they have to have in order to use our platform. But the BNB is where they're going to be earning that, and then that way they don't pull those rewards that they're going to be getting from our traders and then go and sell DefiGold. You know what I mean? That way it's supporting our chart better.
Yeah, no, definitely. But the people that are just holding holding the DefiGold, they can still log in and get their 10% APY in DefiGold.
Correct.
Okay. So where is the extra money coming from? The injected, that's coming from profits from the traders.
Trading
and are
profits.
these traders? I mean, I assume they're not all bots. So, are these traders actually getting a percentage of the the profits that they're pulling in?
Yes. Yeah, the traders do get a percentage of the profits, but it's nothing outrageous. So we are still actively recruiting some traders. We're doing some interview processes. We have a few already in the books, and they're fully doxed and signed contracts and stuff like that. However, we are not doxing any of our traders just for security purposes. We don't want to make them into a target for anybody. So yeah.
So these traders they're going to have full over the wallets, right?
No, no, absolutely not. Though the traders will only have the ability to run trades only and not have any ability to do withdrawals whatsoever.
Okay. All right. That's cool. So what happens, if there like a maximum drawdown on these accounts that'll just automatically cut these traders off if they start losing too much?
You mean like a stop loss?
Basically, yeah.
So we haven't actually had any issues with the stop loss with the traders yet. From the trades that I've been monitoring with them, they haven't had anything that comes even close to a loss yet. Their minimum, my main trader, the guy that I love, his minimum profit margin has been right around 10%.
Okay. And what assets is he trading? Is he trading futures, or is he trading in DeFi, or all of
He's
the
doing
above?
futures. Yeah, his primary is futures. We love DeFi, but it's not always the best for higher dollar amounts.
No, definitely not. It's definitely way more risky.
hmm
You never know when something's gonna rug, and there's no stop loss for that.
Exactly. I mean, there is if you're using a bot. Depends on the bot.
It depends on the bot, unless it's a honeypot.
Yeah. Well, my bots actually have like a honeypot detection service or system within them. It's a pretty cool system.
So it wouldn't, if there's something in the contract that, whether it was wasn't a honeypot at the time, but if it detects if and it just won't buy if the contract is able to have the tags past a certain.
Correct. And the way I have mine set up as well is it will actually front run any transaction from the contract that will be flagged as a rug, basically. So it's like a rug detector in that sense. So, for example, if the deployer wallet were to go and sell, you know, a high percentage of the supply to, in an essence, rug the project, then my bot would front run that transaction and sell what I have in the meantime, or before that transaction would go.
Nice, man. I need that. I need that bot. I'm gonna have to borrow that from you. All right. So
Well,
this on ramp and bridge that you guys are gonna have, is that built in house, and has it been thoroughly audited, or are you guys using a third party on ramp? I know with fiat on ramps, you've got to have the licensing. I think you need like a banking license
we're
for that.
actually partnered up. Actually, I partnered up with ChangeNow.io for those.
Awesome. Okay. Well, I know that those have definitely been thoroughly audited, so that's awesome. Um, Let's see. So the zero tax. What made you guys decide to go with the zero tax? I mean, I know you've got revenue coming in from the trading bots, but a lot of that is going to the traders and to rewards. So where's the other money coming in for like marketing and what have you?
Well, I have my own marketing company, so most of the marketing that we've done in the past has been at cost. So, for example, I mean, I can get a New York City billboard and have it up and for $300. So people don't understand the cost. For stuff like that is a lot higher for, say, the retail purchaser than it is for someone that already has that type of commercial, setup. Excuse me. Sorry. And so my personal profits and stuff like that come from my business. So I don't want to personally take any profits from this company or from this project for myself. I want the profits from this to go back to the holders, which is the whole reason for building this.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Um, I know when we talked, you guys had planned on, you had a claim going, and I can't remember what state it was.
It was
Was it North
Montana. Yeah,
Carolina? Okay,
Montana. So we had the claim paperwork, David had the claim contact, and we had the everything set up to where we could put in the down payment, and that was everything that we were going to go with. It's just that the cost analysis on that is a lot more than we're willing to take on at this point in time. So if our project does, I'm not going to say if, when our project does what we're projecting it to do, then we will start doing things with the gold claims and physical, mining and things like that. But for now, we are focusing on the trading aspect and being able to give back to our holders.
okay. I mean, yeah, it does kind of make sense to, simplify it and run one revenue stream until you guys are, in net profit to be able to fund the others. So,
Exactly. And one thing that actually kind of was like the nail in the coffin on that, to be honest, was when we were talking and negotiating with the people. I was talking to one of the from the Bering Sea Gold TV show, and he had given us a number that was for being able to basically sponsor their boat. And so our company and our logos would be all over their boat and all over the gear that they're wearing on the boat and everything like that. Um, and then also we would end up with getting a percentage of their gold claim, but so how much they found during that season. The amount that it cost to do that and the risk involved with it just didn't make sense because yeah, last season they did really well, but this coming season they could find nothing. You know what I mean? So there's never a guarantee on that if someone's going to find gold or not, you know? So for the amount that we would be investing, if it was last year, we would have, made a 3x on our investment. But and I asked him for the numbers on his previous seasons and it just didn't make sense. It was way too much risk.
yeah, yeah, 100%. I mean, you're going in, going and basically vacuuming up the sea floor and hoping
Exactly.
that you gold. So it's not a very exact science or guaranteed return.
Yeah. Gold is out there, but finding it is one thing or another. I mean, did you hear about that Australian guy recently with a metal detector found a 10-pound gold nugget?
Actually, I watched that show. I watched, well, I don't watch the show in Australia, and they're metal detectors and little shovels and stuff, digging for gold. That seems like a very rough way to go, man. They're coming up with a gram here and a gram there and being happy about it. I don't know. It's too hot and too much work for me.
Yeah.
But
I personally love metal detecting, to be honest. I mean, I'll go out to the beach, and the kids are out playing, and I'll go, bring my metal detector out there and just look for some stuff. And I found a pretty valuable wedding ring once, and that was fun. That was about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, as a hobby, yes, but these guys are going out there and trying to earn a living off of it, and
Yeah,
it's it'd just be a little too stressful.
it's like
Unless
winning the
you
lottery if they find something.
unless you know exactly where the gold is, and they obviously don't, or it would all be gone. Um,
hmm
what happened with the? I think there was a yield farm. Um,
So that's kind of what this is. So we've kind of rebranded it into this. So we've been there were some other yield producing, systems that we were utilizing in the past. A couple of them ended up turning into rug pulls and scams, which was sad because they were, a couple of them were accredited businesses, and so instead we decided to go and create our own, which is what we're launching now.
okay, awesome. Yeah, I think one of them, you guys had said had been, in business for multiple years and had
That's
all
the
these.
golden way. Yeah.
Yeah, gold, what it was, Golden Lake. So what happened with them? They rugged.
They did not. So they are still going. However, that is the lower amount. They'll only give out probably about 12% return on a yearly basis. So it's
Mhm.
not anything, huge. So that one's more on the line of far as far as like yield producing. Um, I mean, if you're not doing anything, then yeah, it's a good one to get into, but it's still a little bit risky because the company is based out of Dubai, and it's just the amount of profit versus the risk just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Why not just do it ourselves, kind of a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, there
No,
were some other
100%.
ones that we were using that ended up rugging, but shit happens.
Yep, it does, and it happens a lot. Especially with things like that. With miners and stuff like those in DeFi.
Yeah,
Uh,
we definitely decided to steer clear of the miners.
yeah, all those are just big Ponzi's. Um, so let's see. I know you said somebody asked in chat about when the launch was going to be, but Perry answered that. You guys don't have an exact date yet, but sometime soon. Um, what other what other revenue streams are you kind of looking towards next? Um, after I know the gold mining still in future plans, but are there any other revenue streams like crypto mining or anything like that that might be in the plans as
We
well?
actually do have still live right now is what's called Golden Mint. It's our goldenmint.io. If you go to that website, we have NFT raffle tickets that
Mhm.
we're going to be doing periodically. We were starting to do them about once a month. However, uh, we didn't sell enough raffle tickets for the first one yet, so that one's still going. So currently, right now, we have a live raffle going. If you go to that website for a mutant ape NFT, so if you buy one of those raffles, you get to keep the NFT that you get, which is the raffle ticket. And then once the raffles sell out, then we are going to give out an mutant ape as well.
That's awesome, man. I actually remember that. That's been, man, it's been a while. So how much did those tickets sell for?
Uh, point 0.1 ETH, I believe they are right now. Let me go check. I believe that's what the price was.
Man, people are time rugging themselves on that, man. Point one ETH was a lot cheaper back then.
I know it was about $100 when I first put that.
Well, they just got 2x. So
Yep, it's point one.
okay, perfect.
We've sold so far about 40 tickets, and so now we're down to 160 available before the raffle goes live.
Okay, so there's 200 total tickets at 0.1 ETH a piece. So in total, for a raffle of the Mutinate.
Correct.
And was this Mutinate purchased with project funds, or was this something that one of you guys had that you are kind of donated to raffle off?
Marketing funds, because that's an aspect of marketing.
All right, cool. And so, what is happening with 20 ETH? Where redistributed to?
The remainder would go to the marketing as well, because that goes right back into it.
And so, yeah, so with that, you guys would, potentially purchase another NFT to raffle off and keep, keep flipping this and moving it along.
Correct.
All right. And have you guys, thought of trying partnerships with any other projects? Any NFT projects that you could, potentially like co-market and try and sell these out faster, in the future.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I mean, obviously, I don't think you guys are, partnered with Yuga Labs or anything. So
No. No, we have, talked about that, and so we've been talking to a few other NFT projects that are not on the, Ethereum blockchain, but we're still keeping our options open for that. I mean, that's definitely something that we would like to do. Finding the right project to support and partner up with is very tough these days, because time really kind of reveals and has revealed the authenticity of developers in the space these days. So it's been sad.
yeah, it is, man. It is pretty sad. I think you'd need to try and go with an already established project that it is pretty bad. Most of these projects that are coming out that you would think we're good, probably won't be here next month or the month after. So
I'm still seeing squid grow around, so I'm loving that. So I would say
we are. We aren't going anywhere, brother. That's you can see us around for the next 10, 20 years.
I got yelled at by one of my good friends for taking profits on Squid Girl.
Hey, everybody's free to how they wish. You might have taken it a little early, but profits are profits.
Yep. It's because of so historically speaking, the charts, they scare me into taking profits when I have them now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. That's my problem is I never wind up taking profits usually. I hold stuff till it's dust. That's my issue. I don't have to worry about that with Squid Grow, but with everything else, I've pretty much held to dust.
Good thing Yellen didn't get the unrealized gains approved, right?
Yeah, if I got taxed for all the unrealized gains that I didn't realize and then just, they disappeared, or, it'd be nice because it kind of would way around, right?
Yeah. Oh no, she wasn't trying to pass unrealized losses, just unrealized gains.
Yeah, she'd never get it. That's never going to fly. Not here. I think there would be a revolution if that was ever to get passed.
I know that'd be way too much. Oh.
So I know there's a minimum for Bitfunds. There's a minimum that you need to hold 100K tokens to use the platform. So is there a minimum or maximum amount of BNB that you can stake to the trading pool?
No, no, well, 0.1 BNB would be the minimum.
Okay, but no max. So I could drop 1,000 BNB in there, and it just gives you, a fatter wallet to trade with.
Correct.
And my rewards would be based off of the 1,000 BNB, not the 100K DefiGold tokens.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Yeah, we were thinking of doing like a tiered base, but if we do the tiered base reward system, then that is right there on the borderline of like a Ponzi scheme, which we do not want to be.
100%, man. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. So, it shows you guys definitely thought about that too. So that's awesome. Let's
And we've had
see.
to be very careful with our branding and our marketing for this system because of the fact of the SEC cracking down on those the automated market makers that are quote unquote paying out 10% daily yield. So I'm glad they're cracking down on those, and we just don't want to fall into that area with them. And so we've been very careful with how we've been marketing this because this is not any way like that whatsoever. We're actually doing verifiable trading.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go into that trading real quick. How is that? How is that going to be kept transparent on chain? So I know that the BNB is going into a wallet and getting distributed to, I don't know, multiple wallets for people to trade with.
It'll be going in different places. So some of our traders are utilizing KuCoin, some of them are utilizing Bybit, and these are our accounts, our business accounts. And so they don't have the ability, like I said, they don't have the ability to withdraw or send the tokens wherever they want to. It's only to, the approved wallet addresses and things like that. So some of our reports will be directly from those accounts, and then others will be on the blockchain. Some of our ones that are on the blockchain doing the DeFi trading, we do have, I know this is a little taboo, we do have some MEV bots that we're going to be using. So you'll be able to see the transaction. However, those contracts do self-destruct. So, there's that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong against MEV bots. I know. So what happens if one gets blacklisted? Because of those, they do get blacklisted a lot.
Oh, that's fine. So our system just that's why the MEV bots had the self-destruct function. They utilize new addresses every time.
Okay. Well, I meant like after it buys, if it was to snipe, a launch and then get automatically blacklisted by the dev.
That is that's too risky of an investment. We're sniping launches.
Okay.
But yeah, the more of our trading is going to be towards the the tokens that are listed on certain things and that have already been audited and stuff like that. So on the DeFi side, we're not going to be buying into launches or anything. It's too much of a risk. Yeah, it could have a good return, but it's just it is too risky to do that with other people's money. So we're basically building a decentralized hedge fund here.
Awesome. Now, so as far as the futures trading goes, I know of a great exchange that's going to be coming out soon that you'll be able to trade decentralized perpetuals. So everything would still be on chain. The only place it could go is to the wallet. Everything would be kept transparent. Have you thought about using one of these decentralized exchanges for trading?
Actually, PancakeSwap now offers decentralized perpetuals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a
So,
few out.
yeah,
Pancake, you've got GMX, SGX, will be coming out soon.
is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd
And
be definitely open to looking into it.
yeah, I'll let you know. I mean, well, you'll know for sure just by being around here in the lounge. You'll know when SGX is out. People will be able to copy trade me on there as well. So, um,
I don't think they
yeah,
should call themselves STX. It's really close to FTX, which kind
no,
of just pisses everybody off.
SGX, Squid Grow Exchange.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool. All right.
yep, yep. So
Well,
that'll be out, here probably this year, sometime soon. It's going to be kind of like GMX, but it's going to be an improved model where people can copy trade and other stuff. Um,
interesting.
yeah, keep an eye out on that, man. Great to professional traders on there, and maybe that's something that you could offer, um, to your holders since there's copy trading. You could offer that like, okay, well, you guys are staked to this, but if you want, you can, make a little bit extra on the side. You can copy the trades, just something like that.
Hmm. All right. We'll definitely have to look into that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so let's see. Is there anything that we haven't really touched on? Anything that you can think of that you want to add in?
Well, I do want to remind everyone that, in a sense, we're kind of doing this, which is why we have the zero tax, in in a way of like a DAO, and so that's why we have the section on our website for our community and investors to be able to jump in, contact us directly, and give some 2 cents if they have something that they think is, should be going on or something that we should look into. Feel free to always reach out to us because you know the whole decentralized community is, in my opinion, a force to be reckoned with because everyone has a collective um, brain basically. It's the collective knowledge in this space is insane. So not one person knows everything. And so if you guys know something that you think we should look into, feel free to reach out to any of us on the team and we'd be happy to look into it.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, yeah, that brings me back to so I know you said that you guys were going to do something, similar to like a bounty or whatever. But somebody brings you something could bring in, a nice revenue for the project. You said that they could get a cut of that. How is that going to work? Basically, I know you much just explained how it would work. They would need to contact you and pitch it, and you guys would need to approve that. What's the process though? How's that go?
Well, if they reach out to us through our website, then send us an email. We'll look into what they're promoting or what they're pitching to us, and then if it ends up being something that we actually utilize for profits for our community and for our investors, then they would end up, we would sign a contract with them that they would get a certain percentage, you know, based on the actual profits and things like that. So it's really going to depend on kind of the legal side of things. Mickey has some connections to some good attorneys that we can we can utilize for that. So we'll have to take a look at each individual one because it really depends on what they're bringing in.
Yeah, definitely. There's people can have some great ideas, but being able to implement them is two different things.
Yeah. sometimes things cost way too much to implement, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand. So how much you guys have initially going into these trading pools? Before you've already got some bots and how much do you guys have launch without any BNB?
Oh yeah, just at the beginning, we've set aside $10,000 to start the trading with. We've already started some trading here and there. Not a ton, but right now we're focusing on the development of the application before we start the actual trading because we want to make sure that we're 100% focused on everything that we're doing.
Awesome, man. Awesome. All right. I'm going to open and see if there are any community members that have any questions. Anybody out there? Anybody has a question, just unmute yourself. Did I ask them all?
I have a question. Date night. What movie should I see with my wife?
John Wick 4.
Really?
I don't know. I haven't seen it myself.
All right, I was gonna say I hate sequels.
No, I heard it wasn't that good. Digi, what's up, man?
I'll say I think you did a pretty good job of asking all the questions. Answered pretty much all the ones I had.
Well, that's awesome. Guess I did my job right then.
Hey, that's why we come to you, man.
Yep. Solo Man said he got his answered already. Well, damn, man.
For you bot traders, there's no taxes on our contract when we're launching, and there's no yeah. Anyways, let's move on past
for
that.
you, and to counter that, for you non-bot traders, watch your slippage. When you buy, you 0.01% slippage.
Very good point.
So there you go. So for the bot traders,
launch with 10% slippage when something that has zero tax, you'll end up paying a very high amount of tax to someone else that has a MEV bot.
Yes. So the bot traders, good luck. Everybody else, watch your slippage so they don't have good luck.
Good
No offense.
Hey, no offense.
Just try to look out for my community here. I know some people just have it set on, max slippage just to get in real fast, and they'll get wrecked to a front run bot.
I was talking to a guy that actually he was a SHIB. He was a SHIB millionaire, not a billionaire, a millionaire. Bought in real early and staked a whole bunch, and he was getting a good annual percentage back. But he was telling me that when he buys DeFi launches, he uses PooCoin and puts his slippage up 500%. I was like, why in the hell would you do that?
You became a millionaire with that kind of strategy?
I don't think that was his strategy. I think more lines he just got lucky.
I guess it's probably because you don't see too many front run bots on taxed BSC tokens. So
that's true.
He probably wasn't getting front run, and it's only going to take this slippage that is needed. So as long as there isn't a front run on there, which there still could be, even on a tax token, if you're setting your stuff that high. But most front run bots are not going to be running on a taxed BSC token.
Yeah, I've been mostly seeing the front run bots on Ethereum these days.
Yeah. If you get a zero tax, ETH launch, it's a complete bot war for a while at the beginning. It's pretty you know, it's risky to jump in at that time, but it's pretty funny to watch. All right, well, I think we've got all the questions out of the way. Guys, great presentation. I like the fact that you guys are simplifying it this time and not trying to push them all at once. I think that was a little too much the last time. So focusing on getting just the one revenue source, the one revenue stream, and net profit for everybody. Get everybody rolling, get more money coming in. Then you can branch out and start building on the other things. So that I think was a great step to moving forward. So kudos on that.
Thank you so much.
And please definitely keep us updated, as it's getting closer to launch. Make sure that, everybody in here knows. And everybody please go and, join their Telegram so, you can stay updated yourselves. Just drop the link in chat there. So yeah, do you have any closing statements before we stop the recording?
Well, let me think. Our main thing is that we just honestly we want to share the wealth with our community, with our holders, and that whole we're not part of WAGMI. I'm not going to say that, but the whole WAGMI idea is really what sparked having us do this, and work our asses off to develop the system that we're developing. So we just want everybody to be able to be, have that nesting cushion, you know what I mean? Have that passive income without having to worry about watching the charts 24/7, and let us take on that responsibility with our technology that we've been able to, have the connections and the blessings to be able to make.
Awesome.
So, and don't forget to share your ideas with us. We want that.
Oh, I've always got all kinds of ideas. So I'll see if I can bring in some profitable ones that you guys like, and yeah, any revenue that comes into me from that will go to the lounge itself, to the community here. So all right, well, with that said, it has been great having you guys on again. Thank you for coming back and giving us updates. I'm actually a little bit more bullish on it this time around than last time. So I think, basically because you guys are streamlining, the revenue, and to
Not because of the gas fees.
yeah, I don't like the gas fees either, but I'm used to them. So
Yeah, of course.
And actually, they're still relatively cheap compared to the bull run.
Yeah, I know.
For now.
I remember paying $300 for a simple transaction. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's one thing, especially if you're going to be staking and harvesting rewards and stuff, and paying ridiculous gas fees is just not. It's not the thing to do. But that's why I never really see any ETH before, especially not the bull run.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool, man. Thank you so much for having us. It's been great. I appreciate it. If you guys join our Telegram, make sure you keep your notifications on for when we do our launch. It is coming very soon. I'm not going to give a date or time on that because of the fact that no taxes will end up getting botted like galore. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out.
Definitely, man. All right. So yeah, with that said, thank you everybody for coming to Astronaut Lounge. This has been Poppa Stonks and DefiGold. Please go check out their Telegram, check out their website, join their community, and watch for this launch. Zero tax. This should be good. So check it out, guys. And we will see you later. I'm going to end the recording.
Thank you.